It's like doing assembly, this. Do you want me to say anything? Any questions?
Right, now you can't go shy on this now, because this one, you can see for one thing, what is a little bit injured at the moment. Perhaps we'll start by telling you about that and just getting you warmed up, and then you can, there are microphones here and you can come and ask some questions, because it's not often we have one of our own here, and he's got his Olympic medal, which I'm sure.
Well, yeah, that headmaster said I'm injured at the moment, which is not very good, but hopefully it's not too serious. I've just torn a ligament, torn a tendon in my ankle, and I've been told that I've got a bit of rest, and it's not too bad because it's snowing outside, and it's pretty cold out there anyway, but yeah, it's not nice. But it's nice to be back at school. It's a while since I've been here in this hall. I'm 22 years old now, so it's 5 years or so since I've been here. I love my time at Bradford Grammar School. It's great, but yeah, it's very nice to be back. And I've been told I've got to answer some questions from some of the pupils.
First question, Miles Barton. Put your hands up, Miles.
What memories have you got of going to run St. Peter's?
I went to Richmond House actually. Well, yeah, I went to Richmond House when I was younger, and we went to Rawdon St. Peter's just to see the students for a few hours about a year ago. But yeah, Richmond House, I loved my time there, and I came to Clock House pretty young. I was in Clock House 3 years before I went into senior school, so most of my memories have been here. I can't really remember Richmond House. The thing I remember most is my first day at school, when I had to give out the milk in reception, and I was too scared to give out the milk, and I think I cried. I think I cried my first year in Clock House as well, because I was very nervous. I was a very nervous kid.
Thank you, Julian. Next one, Adeem Malik.
Do you think the 2012 Olympics were the best ever?
Well, I've only ever competed in one Olympics, and so I can't compare it to anything, but I watched a lot of Olympics, and I think, I'm not just being biased here, being British, but it was definitely the best Olympics ever. It was very well organised, it was very well watched, it was incredible to be part of. I'll never ever go to a triathlon like it, and it's a strange situation for me now, because I know that it's the best race that I'll ever do. There'll never be a million people on the side of the road wanting me to win, or wanting a British person to win. But yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible to watch. I'm a massive sports fan. I love watching it every minute of it. And the support we got from everyone, from my running club, from school, was just absolutely incredible. And definitely it was the best Olympics. Everything's been a letdown after that one.
How did you feel when you got your penalty?
Well, my first reaction was, Alistair, what have you done? I can't believe you got a penalty. Because he was number 31 and I was number 32. And I saw that there's a board on the bike course where you can see and your number comes up and you got a penalty. I never got one before, and I was cycling past the board and I saw the number and I thought, Alistair down. And I looked at my arm, it said number 32. And on the board it said number 32 as well, and I thought, that's me, I've got a penalty. And I can't really say now what I thought, but the language is pretty terrible. And then I kind of calmed myself down, and it's actually quite nice really, because it became very, very simple after the penalty. All I knew I had to do was just run very fast. There's no tactical side to it, because normally you're thinking about staying in the front pack, can you sprint faster than people or what? I just had to run as fast as I could, so it's actually quite nice. And in a way it kind of calmed me down, because it meant there wasn't too much pressure on me, because I did get a medal from that position. It was very, very good.
How did you feel when you crossed the finish line?
Absolutely shattered was the first reaction. it was a very, very hard race, but I've dreamed about getting a medal all my life, and the first reaction was obviously I'm very tired and I want to sit down, and then it was, I'm so pleased it's all over. The race hurt, and then it was kind of, wow, has it really happened? Because like I said, it has been something that I wanted to do all my life. When it actually happens, it's a little bit of a letdown as well, because you want it to feel amazing, but you are just very tired. And then I was sick, all over my physio. Big green sick all over her, I was a bit ill. And then then I went in the hospital bed because I collapsed after the finish line. And then I was in the hospital bed, just near the podium, thinking, this Olympics is pretty rubbish. I crossed the finish line, I got a medal, which is meant to be super special, but here I am in the hospital bed, just laying here. So that was a bit of a letdown. And then when I walked out and got on the podium, that was the best moment of it all. And to see all the people who had stayed for the medal ceremony was very, very special. It sounds like a good question.
What are you going to do when your athletics career ends?
I don't know at the moment. I'm not just saying this because I'm at school, but I do actually quite fancy teaching. So I'm not just saying that, I do actually quite fancy it. I'm not sure why. I had a great experience at school, and I love some of the people, most important people in my sporting career were teachers. It's a very important part of your life, and I like to give something back to what I received. You know, because I started running was pretty much because of Bradford Grammar School, and Bradford Grammar School taught me to absolutely love sport. And I like to kind of give some of that back, and I enjoy teaching. Well, I think I've enjoyed teaching, but triathlon's a long career. You can go to loads of different sports of triathlon. You go to longer Ironman, which is absolutely crazy. You can do that up to about 35. But yeah, I haven't really thought about it, but at the moment maybe some kind of teaching.
Who was your favourite teacher at BGS?
I better say Mr. Davison because he's not here, and I can't offend anyone. But yeah, it's Stevie D. Everyone likes Stevie D. Yeah, but Mr. Kingham as well. Mr. Kingham was a great teacher. Although he never actually taught me any lessons. Not apart from supply, but he was a cross-country running teacher, and yeah, Mr. Kingham was a very nice guy and one of those old school teachers that I really liked. And Mr. Lyons, of course, because he's invited me here.
Did you have a best friend at school?
I didn't have one single best friend at school. I came from Holsworth. I lived in Holsworth, and we caught the school bus in every morning. So some of my close friends were people on that school bus, because they were the people that on my first day at Cock House, I remember getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning and getting to the bus at 7:30 and getting on the bus with a few strangers. So the people who were from Holsworth were my friends throughout the school career, but I never really had definitely not one best friend. I had lots of good friends, and yeah, most of them were the ones that I was in Cock House with and grew up with. But I played a lot of sport at school, so I had lots of different friends in the rugby team and in the cricket team. But yeah, not one single friend.
If you could train anywhere else in the world apart from Yorkshire, where would it be?
I wouldn't. No, I love training in Yorkshire, but if I could train somewhere, I like training in Switzerland. We trained in a place called Samarit in Switzerland before the Olympics, and that's at altitude, so it's a lot harder training there, it's a lot better for you. And Switzerland's a beautiful, beautiful country. It's a bit like Yorkshire with a little bit more sun sometimes, sometimes a little bit warmer. But yes, it's probably Switzerland.
Is sport nurture or nature?
Oh, we could be here hours talking about that. I think it's a combination of both. Nature's obviously very, very important, but nurture is incredibly important. So many things have fallen into place during our sporting career. fact that I could cycle to school so easily on the canal, and there's no traffic on the canal, and that made it a lot easier. The fact that I went to a school where I could run on a Wednesday afternoon, and I could run for a couple of hours on Wednesday afternoon if I wanted to. A school that had lunch hours which were an hour and 20 long, so I could go for a run then. The fact that I met the right people on the way. So lots of things have to fall into place, but I think they're both very, very important.
What are your future dreams?
What's my future dreams? To win a gold medal, I think, in 2016. I'd absolutely love to do that. To get a bronze medal in the Home Olympics is very, very special, but to get a gold medal in the Olympics would be something more special. Beat Alistair probably in Rio 2016. And then apart from that, I don't really know. Like I say, there's a lot more other forms of trials we can do. So you can go to do Ironman, maybe become Ironman world champion. But yeah, 2016 is a big aim. And the Commonwealth in 2014 as well. I've never been to a Commonwealth game, so to compete at that would be very good.
Who was your best friend at the Olympics?
My brother was obviously a very, very close friend. We've gone through a lot together. But we didn't really see much of the other sports before the Olympics, before our race. We stayed somewhere different. We stayed in a hotel in Hyde Park. But since then, I've made some good friends. Going on Superstars, we made some very good friends in that. I know it was a very embarrassing moment, and we weren't very good at quite a lot of things like gym and javelin, but yeah, we made some good friends. Michael Jameson, who's a Scottish swimmer, he got silver in the breaststroke. He's a very, very nice guy. Mo Farah is a very nice guy. I've done a bit of training with him around Superstars. But yeah, so we keep meeting lots of athletes at different places now, but yeah. So I didn't really have one special friend apart from Alistair.
So, this is a question on behalf of the PE department, Johnny. We would like you to publicly tell everybody that you missed the javelin lesson because you were out running.
Yeah, I didn't do javelin. Mr. Lyons did definitely not teach me how to do javelin. If I had a bit more time before Superstars, I'd probably try to come here and speak to Mr. Lyons and ask him how to throw a javelin. Because as everyone knows, it wasn't very good. At least it was better than Alistair's though. Alistair's javelin in Superstars was the only time I've seen anyone do a full flip in a javelin and it landed the opposite way. But it's amazing when you do that kind of thing, how you realise how sportsmen can only do their sport. Cyclists are notorious. Lizzie Armistead in Superstars could only literally ride a bike. She wasn't very good at javelin or swimming, but it was a good experience, good fun. But yeah, like I said, I did not learn to do javelin here, or dips or anything like that. But yeah, but some things like kayaking, I did learn how to do at Bradford Grammar School.
What sort of achievements did you get at school?
Well, I my GCSEs obviously, I did quite well, and my A-levels I did quite well. The school for me was just more about exam results as well. I learned a lot. Like I said, I was a very nervous kid at school, and I grew in confidence. I absolutely loved my time here. I made some good friends. But yeah, so lots of different things really. But yeah, in A-level I did very well, GCSE I did well as well. So, but yeah.
Do you think you would have gone to the Olympics if you had not gone to BTS?
I'm under a bit of pressure here now. But I honestly don't think I would. Like I said before, there's a lot of things that fall into place. And the fact that I went to school, that I could at lunchtime, like I keep saying, was so important for us. And the fact that I went to school where I was taught to try hard, and to try hard, I could do well in things, that was very, very important. And I don't think I would have done, no. Lots of things were so important, and school was definitely one of them.
What made you start triathlon?
I swam. My mum was a swimmer when I was younger, and she encouraged us to swim when I was about 5 years old. I started swimming, and then I ran at school. At Richmond House, I started running a little bit, but mainly when I came to Pot House. And then my uncle did a triathlon when I was about 9 years old, and he said, just try it and give it a go. And it was a new kind of exciting sport at the time, and I wanted to try it, so it was just an extra sport. I didn't just concentrate on triathlon when I was younger. I played cricket very badly at school. I played rugby. I claim I was quite good at rugby, but not really. I played football out at school and swimming and running separately, so I did a lot of different sports.
How long did you train for a day?
Well, every day is different, but on some days I train about 7 hours a day. So on a Wednesday is a big day. I'll swim in the morning for about an hour and a half. I'll run for about 70 minutes. I'll cycle for about 3.5 or 4 hours and run for 40 minutes in the evening. So that's a big day on a Wednesday, but other days are a bit easier. Like on a Friday when I'm not injured, I'll just do an hour swimming, an hour biking, an hour running, and that's like an easy day. I really started training hard about 4 years ago. When I was at school, a day would be I'd cycle to school, I'd run at lunchtime, and I'd swim after school, and that'd be my day. It'd all be a lot shorter, and I'd fit there around school day.
When did you think you'd be good enough to compete in the Olympics?
I didn't actually think I'd be good enough until 2011 when I raced in London. It was an Olympic test event in London in 2011, and I came third, and that's when I knew I had a chance. But I didn't know that I'd be good at all triathlon until I think I was in my sixth form at school, and Haaris went to the Olympics in 2008. And seeing his brother go to the Olympics was a very special moment for me because I thought if Haaris can go, I can go too. And at the same time, I qualified for a few senior races and I started doing well. But it was mainly through him because I didn't believe I was getting anywhere near it. But then, like I say, seeing him do that was very, very important.
What inspired you to become an Olympic athlete?
I do enjoy what I do. I absolutely love training. I remember being 15 years ago because I want to go outside and train. So there's not many times when I really struggle to get out the door or really struggle to train. But when if I am struggling, I'm just thinking about the next season. And Alistair's pushing me on and Alistair's going out training and I'm thinking, if he's training, I've got to train as well. But like I say, there's very few occasions when I struggle to go out training.
Has triathlon and running always been your main sport, or were you interested in other sports?
Yeah, I was interested in other sports, but I was not as good at them. I played cricket at school up till I was probably about 15 years old. I was actually captain for a couple of years, even though my average was probably about 2 runs. I wasn't very good at cricket. I was a good fielder though. I played rugby at school until the first or second year of senior school. And then I had to choose at that point whether to run on a Saturday morning, and I chose to run because I was better at it. So I swam as well. I played football out of school in a team called Haaris St Margaret's. So lots of different sports. And I think that's very important for anyone. You don't want to focus on a sport too young. You have to enjoy doing all sports and learn that the sport should be fun. You have to enjoy it.
What has been your most memorable sporting experience?
This year, in August, obviously was better than anything else I've experienced before, and I don't think it won't be beaten now. We were so lucky to have the Olympics in our home country. That's one thing we forget about. We were talking about Qureshi beforehand, expectation, everyone wants us to get medals, but we were just very, very lucky to have it there and to be able to have that opportunity. And to cross that finish line was very special. And just to be part of the whole thing was absolutely incredible.
If we have any questions from the audience, if you'd like to put your hand up, we'll get round as many as we can. Thank you. And if you could stand up when you ask your question. Toby.
Which is more tiring, cycling, running or swimming?
I think running's more tiring because it's a very hard sport. Like if you go for an hour run, it's a long way. But swimming's mentally quite hard because when I go out running, I can aim to go somewhere like around here. There's a big hill you can see from the playground. I used to run up that, and you can kind of aim to get there. Whereas swimming, you just swim up and down, and you're not really going anywhere. So that's mentally very tough. So yeah, swimming's mentally tough, but running's physically a lot harder.
How do you motivate yourself to eat well?
I don't really. 35 hours each week, so I can eat a lot of food. And I eat lots of good food. I don't eat takeaway, anything like that. But I just eat. I like my chocolate. I like some food that you've got to eat because we burn it off.
How old were you when you had to dedicate your life to triathlon?
I don't think I did until about, well, throughout my whole life, I've always loved sport, and I've always just done school or sport, or university or sport. So I probably only dedicated it, about 2 years ago I became a full-time triathlete. That's all I did. So yeah, about 2 years ago.
How many miles of running do you do each week?
About 100 kilometres, so about 60 miles each week. But not at the moment. I'm running in the water at the moment. So you put a float around your waist and just run like that. And it's very, very slow going. So at the moment I'm probably running about 2 miles a week. But it's normally about 60 miles. And I cycle about 400 kilometres every week. And swim about 35 kilometres every week. And then do a bit of gym in between.
Is there a lot of rivalry between you and your brother?
Yeah, there is, but more over board games and kind of ping pong or snooker there is with triathlon. Triathlon, we kind of got we know we can push each other on, and we know we can help each other in races and training. So we've not fallen out with triathlon yet, but we have fallen out over crazy golf, ping pong, snooker, that kind of thing.
How did you hurt your foot?
It's been a long-going. Actually, that's a good question. No one knows at the moment, but it's been a ongoing process. I raced a cross-country race about 2 weeks ago, and it started hurting then, and I couldn't after that. But I think it's been going on a long time, and I've been too stubborn to stop training. So I think it's my own fault, but I don't really know, to be honest. I basically twisted it, so it looks worse than it is. It's just a bit, makes people feel sorry for me, really.
What are you looking forward to most about Rio?
I don't know anything about Rio at the moment. We don't know where the course is going to be. We don't know what the course is going to be like. But just for me, I think another Olympics, to be part of London was awesome. To be part of another Olympics would be even more special. And maybe we can enjoy it a little bit more, the fact that it wasn't the home Olympics. Because after we finished this year, in 2012 last year, we were so busy. I didn't watch much of the sport after my race because we were going from one interview to another, to one TV channel, to a radio channel, to everything. So I'll just be able to kind of enjoy it more and be a bit older and hopefully get a gold medal.
Are you more excited or nervous at the start of a race?
In London this year, I was very, very excited because we walked to the start line and we saw the thousands and thousands of people there. I remember looking at Alice thinking, wow, we've got to enjoy this occasion. We're never going to have it again. So for London, beforehand I thought I was going to be really, really nervous. But when I actually got to the race day, I wasn't nervous at all. It was just very, very, very excited. But for some reasons I'm super nervous. But yeah, in London for some reason I wasn't.
Was it hard to see your brother winning a gold medal? Or was it that bad?
No, it wasn't hard at all. I was very, very pleased for him. To see brother win a gold medal is pretty special, although I didn't really see it. I was about 30 seconds behind him at the time. But yeah, I wanted him to do well. He had a hard year. He was injured in January time, and he couldn't run for a few months. He was wearing one of these for a few months, and he was super moody. But then to see him get a medal after what he went through was great, and then for me to get a bronze made it even more special.
Was there a sporting idol that you looked up to when you were younger?
I used to say Lance Armstrong, but I can't use that anymore, especially after last night. But not really my brother, I suppose, was the main one, because the fact that when it's close to home, it means a lot more. So when I saw Alistair come back and get his great kit when I was a 14-year-old kid, I saw him get some kit, and I want to do that as well. I can do that if he's doing it, and I've seen him come in with great running shorts and great vests and things, and kind of want some of that. So he was very, very important for me.
If you're on the chocolate, do you think you'd get a medal?
Oh no, I'm nowhere near. Mo Farah can run about 26 fit about 28:10 or something like that. So there's a big gap there, and also even if I was close to them, most hours last 400 metres, you can do very fast. So yeah, I won't get a medal. I'm hopefully there for about 5k, hold on, and then get dropped. But yeah, the 5k and 10k runners are absolutely incredible runners.
What position were you at rugby?
I was a fly half, one who just passed it, never ever tackled. I hated tackling, I always got myself injured. I used to think I had done it in a good step, but I probably didn't.
Which is your favourite running, swimming or cycling?
Running's my favourite, I think, because I love the freedom of running. The fact that you can go out and run, you can run anywhere. You're not restricted to anything. You can just go and you can explore. You can see some beautiful places, and it's an honest sport. If you train hard, you can get fitter. I like that side of it.
Have you ever thought about just doing one thing? Like just doing
A little bit. I thought about running a little bit just for this year. I wanted to do a few cross-country races and see how I can do up to kind of March time, and then go back to triathlon. But because I'm injured now, unfortunately I can't, and I won't be able to get to the Olympics as a swimmer, bike or anything like that. So no, I'll be definitely doing triathlon for another 8 years or so, 10 years.
What's your most favourite memory at BGS?
Good question. Most favourite memory of BGS? I don't think I have got a single one. Kind of continue on school lunches were always amazing. I remember, I can honestly say that I absolutely loved my time at school. I learned a lot. I love the kind of the freedom that you get at school, and I loved every day at school. But I can't really think of a single favourite memory. If I think of one, I'll get back to you.
Were you the fastest runner in the year when you were at school?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, when I was at Blockhouse, I did a competition over there, probably my 3rd or 4th day at school, and I was one of the fastest runners then. That continued throughout the school cross-country races. I've always normally come first. But yes, I was always one of the fastest at school.
What would be your dream sponsor?
Dream sponsor. So it's like Tesco's would be good. If it's one like Tesco's, you have absolutely everything. But yeah, we've talked about this before on bike rides, and you've got 4 hours to kill. But yeah, I think Tesco's is a good one, because if you want a TV, you go for TV. If you want some food, you go for food. Or maybe a nice car sponsor, Ferrari or something, or Virgin. Virgin does everything, so that'd be a good sponsor.
If you could do a random sport, what would it be?
Javelin. No, I love the sport that I'm doing at the moment, but I've always quite fancied. Well, I mean darts. I don't know why. I think because it involves not doing a lot of. I love watching darts on TV. It's been on TV a lot at the moment. It's not really a sport, I know, but it involves not doing a lot, which is quite good at the moment. But yeah, probably darts or javelin. About the same, really.
At first, did you want to do swimming and running, or do you like your teachers and force them into it?
Oh no, I love doing it. I always, in PE lessons, I always wanted to swim and run. I never had to get forced into doing it, I don't think. Like I said, I started swimming very young, and I swam out of school as well, in school as well. I played water polo for school, so I always enjoyed swimming and running in school.
What was your best subject at school?
PE? No. Best subject. I like sciences. I was a good history student. I like history. I studied at university for 3 years. So I enjoyed history. I enjoyed biology and chemistry. But I probably wasn't that good at any one subject. I was just an all-round kind of all subjects really. I didn't really have a favourite, or I wasn't really best at any one, just everything.
What did Alistair say to you when you crossed the line?
I don't think we actually said anything. I think I was on and we were both very, very tired. And even to this day, we haven't really sat down with each other and talked about it and said, wow, that was pretty special. What do you think about that? It's kind of happened now, and it feels a long, long time ago, and it all happened very, very quickly. Like it's a whirlwind. I never knew what it would feel like afterwards, but you cross the line, you go to the medal ceremony, then you go to TV studios, and you go back to bed in the village, and you wake up and you do it again, you do it again. So we never actually had much time to sit down and think about it. And but yeah, someday I'm sure we'll sit down and probably talk about it a bit more.
When swimming, what was your favourite stroke?
Front crawl was my favourite stroke. I was awful in a butterfly. I found it very hard work. Even when I was a full-time swimmer, when I was very young, I was very good at butterfly. So yeah, front crawl and backstroke as well.
Have you posted a letter to your first post yet?
I haven't posted that yet. I walked past it by accident the other day, and I completely forgot it was there. And I walked past it and I thought, oh, there it is. And it's very, very bold. Alistair's not even been to see it yet. He refuses to go in case someone catches him outside it. So yeah, he's not been, but yeah. It's in Horsforth, and I live about 4 miles away, so it's not the kind of local post box anymore. But yeah, I'm going to have to go sometime and get Alistair there and take a picture next to it.
What made you choose cross country over rugby?
I was better cross country than I was at rugby. Because at rugby I thought I was quite skillful, but then I was quite small as well. I didn't really grow. So as you get older, people got a lot taller than me. I wasn't anywhere near strong enough, so I started to struggle a little bit. And like I said, I was better at cross country. I preferred it. It was I like the idea of going to lots of different places and racing all over the country.
Great. I think we're probably coming to the last questions.
Did you struggle in any subjects?
Just like Latin and Greek. I remember doing Latin and Greek at school, and I wasn't very good at them. But then, yeah, if I did struggle at anything, I tended to work as hard as I could. So I was always alright at every subject, just not that good at anything.
Well, Johnny, thanks for coming today. Could I ask you perhaps just to open up this box so that everyone can see what an Olympic medal looks like? How heavy is it when they put it around your neck on the podium?
When I was on the podium, the first thing that did strike me was how heavy it is. It is really, really heavy. Yeah, and here it is. This is Alistair keeps telling me that melted down his is worth 350 quid and mine's worth 3 quid. He keeps telling me that. And the amount of people that put it in their mouths, kissed it, touched it. The thing is, I've won lots of medals before, and none of them really count. No one's interested in them apart from this Olympic medal. And yeah, it is very, very special. I'm scared of losing it. My parents keep it safe. My mum and dad keep it under a floorboard, or under a carpet, or under a bed or something that no one can ever get to. And I don't trust myself with it.
And how does winning the bronze medal at the Olympics compare with being the world champion for triathlon?
Winning the bronze is much, much more important to me. The Olympics, and I hope the Olympics is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'll never have that again. A World Championships every year. And the Olympics it does change your life overnight. We never really fully understood what it would mean to get an Olympic medal. And yeah, this is way, way more important. It's a lot heavier, it looks nicer as well.
Thanks very much. I've got one last request, Johnny, before we ask you to go. We've got one little boy in the room who, when you and Alistair won gold and bronze, he said it would be my dream to have this presented to me. We have what's known as the BGS peloton. They go out much longer and far more grueling rides than you do, Johnny. So, but it is the person who each week accumulates the most miles. This person never ever deviates from 49.8 miles. That is the distance from his house to BGS and back again in the evening. And he did say, after you had won your medals, my dream would be to have the maillot jaune presented to me by one of those Brownlee boys. So if I can give you the jersey. It is a replica of the yellow jersey. And if I could ask, is it here? Julian Reed Purvis. We'd all obviously like to thank Johnny for coming there. It's a shame Alistair can't be here, but hopefully it won't be too long before we get Alistair back in school. And I'd just like to congratulate you. I mean, 2012 was obviously a fantastic year. I was fortunate to see you win your bronze medal, and I also saw you win the World Championships in Auckland. It has been fantastic, and you know the school is very, very proud of both of you. And we just hope that you'll come back and see us as often as you can. So, Johnny, thank you very much indeed.